It's day number 9 of my 30-day Go Live challenge from head to my heart. And today's topic is showing up even if you don't feel to. And I only chose this because I didn't feel to show up today. And we all have days like that, right? But sometimes it's unavoidable where you have a prior commitment. Now, I'm going to say this at the end of the day, I could have not shown up for this. This isn't directly related to me getting paid or anything like that, but I made a commitment to myself. And that is why I am going to show up, because that's something powerful that I'm teaching myself and my mind, where I committed to 30 days. So I'm going to show up. And I was going to put it off until later in case I feel better. And that's when it hit me, where, it's not about when I feel better, but I can condition myself to feel better right now before I go to do this live. Right now, the reason I didn't feel to do this is because, silly me, I went on my page and I started to look at how much traction these particular lives have been getting. And it's not much. And I felt like I'm not serving a purpose by doing this. I felt like no one cares. And I caught myself in this moment of, well, I should just run away. I should just stop because it doesn't make any sense. And maybe I was wrong to even start doing this. Maybe I was definitely wrong to do this live, as in I could have done it from the comfort of my home and just see and write, journal. Lots of people journal, right? But why was I so stupid to come live where anybody could see me, right? And show this vulnerable side of myself. And I just listened to myself and I asked, are you 100% sure that there aren't people who are benefiting from this? You didn't do this because you wanted them to tell you. They can benefit off screen. They can not like or comment and still get benefit. Are you going to stop your gift, your transitioning, showing your vulnerability because it doesn't seem like it's working? And we do that all the time, right? We set an expectation that, oh, this is going to be good, right? I've prepped, I've planned, I've done whatever, you know what? I've decided that this is going to be great. And we put ourselves out there and then we fall flat and we believe that it's not working. But something particular, especially with this, there is no tangible result. It's how I feel, right? And I have been feeling good. I've been feeling great, actually, if I'm being honest. And it's just little bumps in the road, and we're always going to get those bumps. And yesterday I did a meditation with Master Co. It was the full moon meditation. And before he did the meditation, he just shared quickly with us a few things about Buddhism. Now, I don't follow any of these things, but I am very open-minded when it comes to teachings, as in if something resonates, it does not matter where it comes from. If it makes impact to me, then I can follow it. And one of the things he's talked about is the cycles where we go up and down in life. But we have the power, instead of it being stark up and downs, it can be gradual up and downs, smaller up and downs, right? If we don't ever face the down, then we're going to get really bored. We're going to not know what happiness is if we don't experience sadness as well. We're not going to know what success really is if we don't experience the failures as well. So therefore, we need the downs. That's something that everyone has to accept. The downs are important because it allows us to fully enjoy the ups. But we can make the downs smaller. It doesn't have to be catastrophic every single time, right? And to make it smaller, one of the things, it's in here, right? Sometimes we make a mountain out of a molehill. someone would say something and we will stack 50 other things on top of it, even though they did not say the 50 other things, or they said the 50 other things over the course of 10 years. But because we've stacked those 50 things, it makes us feel really, really, really crappy, opposed to the one thing that was just said in that moment, which means you have one thing to just let go, right? Now, I know this life is about showing up when you don't want to, and I'm doing that today because it's about recognizing, is it that I really don't want to because I don't feel sick, I have internet? It's possible, right? But it's just an excuse. It's how I'm viewing life in that moment when I tell myself I do not want to show up or I don't feel to show up. And I can quickly change it, which means you can quickly change it too. But you have to be aware that that's how you feel. And you have to pay attention in that moment to what it is you're telling yourself. And if you are not doing that, then you're going to start stacking all of the bad things and justifying why you should not show up. And then in the back end, you're going to say, well, you don't understand. If someone asks you, you had a commitment, why didn't you show up? Well, you just don't get it. Well, it's not for them to get, it's for you to get. It's for you to ask yourself the hard questions. It's for you to show up when you made a commitment to yourself. Me showing up here, as much as I would love for people to benefit from this, it has to do with me. It has to do with a commitment to myself. And I'm not going to break that commitment to myself, because if I do that, then I'm saying to myself, it's okay to just walk away and quit. And I spoke about that yesterday. This is not one of the instances where you quit. You don't quit on yourself if it's for the wrong reasons. You don't quit on yourself if you're making excuses because you're afraid of something. Because I felt that fear today when I didn't want to come on live. I didn't like, people just don't like my videos, so I just don't want to do this. But it doesn't matter if people like my videos or not. I like my videos. In fact, I love my videos. When I look back at some of them, it's like, you know what? The journey that I've been on to get from where I started to now, it's amazing, and it's my journey. And I get to inspire people on their own journey. And it's not that I always have to know exactly how. But I do. This business have allowed me to help people on their journeys in the business itself. And that's why I'm on the social media platform, because it is about my business, right? I'm using my business as a space for the 30 days just to do this because I felt called in my heart to do this. But this platform is about my business, and I'm helping people through my business. So for me as well, just, here, just thinking about it, it's for people who want to do this business to see this side of me, to know that you're not alone, to know that I also have bad days, to know that I've made mistakes. I've said things that I shouldn't have. And that is why I think I'm doing this more. It's just for those people who know that they were meant for more in their life, who want more and they are ready. It's for you to see the real me. Because there are so many people out there who talk about this business being a scam, no matter how many times we have, myself and every webinar, other people who do this business, we share that we get T4A slips in Canada, other countries get different ones, I don't know the names. They still ask, is this a scam? And if it was, I wouldn't come here for 30 days. I wouldn't share my soul with you, my feelings with you. I'm doing that so you can see that we're all human, that we all are in this life together. And we can make it a wonderful life. So the next time you feel like you don't want to show up, ask yourself why. Is it because you physically can't? Or is it something mental that you can actually change and switch by asking yourself a few questions? And that will change everything. It really will. So that's it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow.